Hey guys, Phantoms Y here, and last time, a lot of stuff happened with Yume. Some stuff which we can talk about and some which we can't. And yeah, we're continuing forward. We're getting towards the end of Yume's route. I really like this route and I like where it goes. So, yeah, good times to be had coming forward. My chest feels so heavy. Wondering what was going on, I opened my eyes. Just barely awake, I glanced down at my chest. Oop, my bad. There was Yume, asleep, burying her head against it. Oh, that's right. Yume slept over here last night. So that's why my chest felt so heavy. I was going to pat her gently, but then I realized she had my arms locked down. Huh? My legs, too. She's got me in a flawless, inescapable hug, alright. So I'm awake, but I can't get up. I guess I've become a hug pillow. I couldn't help but smile at Yume as she clung to me in her sleep. Well, it'd be mean to wake her up right now, so I guess I'll just lie here for a bit. I just stared at the ceiling, feeling Yume's warmth next to me. As my mind steadily became clearer, I started remembering that dream. Red. A world that had been deeply stained red. I wondered whose dream that was. I didn't really understand what it was about. I just remembered hopeless anxiety and loneliness. And my chest hurt too. Also, the place outside that window was Kazumi Academy, wasn't it? That must mean that the dreamer is from our school. I've had a lot of different dreams, but that's the first time I've had one like that. It was really realistic, and it hurt. Yume suddenly twitched in surprise and looked at me. She looked like she was still half asleep, defenseless, and laying right on top of me. With her brain still off in dreamland, she spoke in a weird way. A sweet tone of voice which no one but me had ever heard. Yume's face moved up closer to mine. She latched onto my lips. As Yume let go of my lips, she smiled a satisfied smile. Yume? She looked startled and stared straight into my eyes. She suddenly twitched in surprise and vigorously pushed herself away from me. She blushed bright red and looked like she didn't know what to do with herself. Not a dream, huh? She glanced at me and said that, trying to hide her embarrassment. Man, this little devil is just too cute. I couldn't hold back, so I grabbed Yume and threw her down on the bed again. Did I forget this? I don't know. Yeah? Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to cut this again, because, yeah, hang on, let me just scroll ahead, because either way, this is not relevant to what's going on. So, let me see. Right now, it just looks like cuddle time. Okay. So, yeah, it ended there. And they just kind of flirted. Sorry about that, but yeah, just... There you go. They're just flirting. Tickle the ear, being in a golden cage, just cuddled in bed. It's a peaceful day. Okay. Sorry about that, but yeah. I wasn't sure, and it looked like it was going somewhere bad. So today's PE is long-distance running, huh? What a pain. I have no idea why we're running in judo in the middle of winter. There sure are lots of things that suck about being a student. If I could, I'd really like to just skip this. Huh? As I started walking down the corridor to head to the sports field, I saw oto-nee standing around. Hey, oto-nee! As I called out to her, she twitched in surprise. Oto-nee turned around, and she looked exhausted. Oto-nee, are you okay?
何が？
Well, you look really worn out. She looked pretty pale, too.
あ、今日は朝から体育だったからね。いきなりマラソンだったから疲れちゃったよ。弟くんも今から体育？
Yeah. Sadly, I've also got long distance running on my schedule.
それはそれは。頑張ってね。
Giving me an oomph for effort, oto-nee smiled at me. Well, I think I'll just skip it if I get the chance.
ダメだよ。授業をサボったりしちゃう。
Oto-nee put her hand on her hip and went straight into student council president mode. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Yeah, I know.
おっと、こんなところにいた。
I heard some footsteps approaching quickly from behind.
探したよ、乙女。どう、弟くん？うっす。
With that brash greeting, Mayuki-senpai showed up. Hello, Mayuki-senpai.
まったく、忙しいってのにこんなところで油を売ってんだからな。相変わらずのブラコンぶりだこと。違うよ。たまたま会ったから少しお話ししてただけだよ。それに弟くんは。あ、そっか。
Suddenly, Mayuki-senpai's eyes lit up brightly. For some reason, I had a terribly bad feeling about this.
まあ、しかしあれだね、弟くん。君も結構大胆なことをするね。ずっと妹みたいに暮らしてきた女の子に手を出しちゃうなんてね。
Mayuki-senpai giggled indecently and patted my shoulder. Oto-nee?
あははは。ごめん。
Sorry! She told the one person that I didn't want to know about it.
この件に関しては後日ゆっくりと話を聞くとして。
Please, God, do not make her do that.
じゃ、行きますか。またね、弟くん。弟くん、それじゃ。
The pair of them walked off towards the student council room. I let out a sigh. I guess I'm going to be her toy for a while. Well, the happiness I feel is probably enough to make up for it. Though, I'm pretty sure oto-nee isn't feeling well. She did smile happily, but seeing her walk next to Mayuki-senpai, she really didn't look energetic at all. The 26th. This place really doesn't reflect the seasons properly. The cherry blossom petals were whirling in the winter wind as oto-nee, Yume, and I walked down the road.
そうだね。やっぱり桜は春が似合うしね。
Yume huffed at the palms of her hands, looking really cold. If we were alone, we'd be holding hands, but it was a bit hard to do that with oto-nee around. One funny thing to note, about this scene and, kind of where we are now, is kind of the way that things are reversed for the roles of the sisters, if you kind of take this route. Notice Yume is walking close to us and just hanging around, and oto-nee is the one who's, off a bit in the distance, whereas at the beginning of the game, it's exactly the opposite. Yume trying to act kind of aloof, and she's off in the distance, and oto-nee hanging around onto her ototo-kun. So yeah. I didn't say anything, but I looked at oto-nee as she walked. She really didn't look like she was feeling well. Hey, oto-nee?
何?
I walked up to her and put my hand on her forehead.
どうしたの?
You don't have a fever, right?
ないよ。私は元気。全くもって健康だよ。
If you say so. She was quite obviously not being honest. And there was that thing on New Year's Day, too.
ほんと大丈夫だよ。ちょっと考え事してただけだから。考え事？うん。生徒会関係でちょっと忙しくてさ。何か問題でも起きてるの？うん、ちょっとね。でも近いうちに解決できると思うよ。
While oto-nee said that, she was looking at the cherry trees.
解決しないといけないし。
Her facial expression stiffened. It must be a pretty difficult problem. That strict expression isn't something she puts on for no reason. Well, maybe I could help out. Well, you just look so serious right then. I figured it might be some really big deal.
そんなことはないよ。
I see. Well, if you want help, don't hesitate to ask. I'll do anything I can to help out.
ありがとう。
Oto-nee looked down at the ground as she said that. I wonder what's going on. It just feels really weird.
ほら、二人とも。あんまりのんびりしてると遅刻しちゃうよ。
Yume, who was walking a bit ahead of us, turned around. She looked a bit peeved. You're right. Come on, oto-nee, let's go. Together with oto-nee, we ran a bit and caught up to Yume. And then the three of us proceeded to walk to school. We've walked past this place so many times, and we're going to do it a bunch more times in the future. The three of us, with the cherry blossom petals fluttering around. Behind us, the cherry trees shook in the wind.
これが弟くんの分で、これがゆめちゃんの分。
She put down two extravagant bento boxes right in front of us. When lunch break started, oto-nee had called for the two of us to come to the student council room over the school's PA system. We figured something had happened and basically ran all the way here, but we could have never guessed this was the reason. Both Yume and I were just staring at her in amazement. Could I ask you something before we eat?
何？
What was your reason for calling us here over the PA system?
ただお昼一緒に食べようと思っただけだよ。
Oto-nee looked like she didn't see anything wrong with that. No, I was just baffled. When she called out to us from over the PA system, I kept thinking about what might have happened for her to do that. Yume let out a deep sigh next to me.
もしかして二人とも都合悪かった？
Oto-nee looked really worried, even though she was worried about completely the wrong thing. No, not really, but...
私も別に。よかった。じゃあ食べよう。
Oto-nee smiled happily as she opened her bento. I guess she really just wanted to have lunch together with us. She really is a proper student council president. Oh well, as long as there's nothing wrong, I don't mind.
そうだね。お姉ちゃん、箸ちょうだい。はい、弟くんの分も。
Thanks. After taking the chopsticks, I examined the bento. Man, this sure is luxurious. Is today some special day?
ちょっと早起きしすぎちゃったから頑張ってみただけ。たまにはいいかなって思って。学校でこうやって3人で食べることってあまりないし。もしかしたら初めてじゃない？ 3人だけで食べるのって。
Yeah. Actually, I think she's right. Since we're all in different years, we usually didn't have our breaks at the same time. And if it were the three of us, either Mayuki-senpai or Sakura-san was also usually there. Actually, where's Mayuki-senpai?
まゆきは今日は他のお友達と食べてるよ。弟くんはまゆきも一緒の方が良かった？呼べばすぐに駆けつけてくると思うけど。
No, don't do that. Seriously, please don't. I declined with all my might.
なんで？別に一緒でもいいじゃない。
Oh yeah? Then why don't you ask her to come here? She's going to interrogate us thoroughly about our relationship. And there's no way to hide anything from Mayuki-senpai.
そうだね。やっぱり3人だけの方がいいよね。
She sure caught on fast.
もしかして2人はお姉ちゃんにも隠し事とかしてる？してないよ。
Of course not.
全然。
We replied in unison in different languages.
なんか怪しいな。
Oto-nee suspiciously examined us both. All we could do was smile and pretend it was nothing. After that, we finished our lunch. Thanks for the food.
ごちそうさま。はい、お粗末様でした。
Oto-nee smiled happily as she looked at the empty bento boxes. It feels like we've had our first proper lunch in quite a while. It's probably because Anzu and Akane weren't here.
だね。やっぱりこの3人だとリラックス スできるし。
Yume was in family mode, so she lazily stretched her body. You're a bit too relaxed, probably.
別にいいじゃない、家族なんだから。学校にいると気を張りっぱなしだから、たまにはこういう時間があるといいね。
I guess she's right. Since I started going out with Yume, we hadn't spent a lot of time together with oto-nee. And since oto-nee has been busy with the student council business, we didn't have dinner together either. It'd be nice if we could have lunch together again sometime. Say, why don't we have lunch together on Wednesdays every week? We could take turns making the lunch boxes.
あ、それいいかも。私もお料理できるようになってきたし。なんでそこで無言になるのよ。
Well, can I take your word for that?
ねえ、ひどいと思わない？お姉ちゃん。
Yume suddenly stopped talking. When I looked over at oto-nee, her shoulders were trembling.
お姉ちゃん？
She was biting her lip, as if trying to hold something in. oto-nee?
ごめん。そうだね。こうやってまたみんなでごめんなさい。
oto-nee suddenly got up.
ちょっとお手洗い行ってくる。
She then ran out of the student council room, leaving me and Yume standing there alone. Did I say something bad?
そんなことないと思うけど。
Yume shook her head. Yeah, seriously. But in that case, why did oto-nee look at me like that? Just now, when oto-nee ran out of that room. It looked like she was crying.
どう？今日はビーフシチューに挑戦してみたんだけど。
Something is indeed up. It looks good. Smells good. Let's check the taste. I put a spoonful of stew in my mouth.
どう？
You could have let it simmer a bit longer to let the taste mature, but it's pretty good, I'd say.
なんか煮え切らないな。点数にすると
？75 perhaps? Oh, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. 75 perhaps.
そっか。100点じゃないんだ。
Isn't 75 points good progress, though? I mean, some time ago it probably would have been in the negative part of the scale.
そうだけど、どうせなら完璧を目指したいなって思って。頑張ってもお姉ちゃんみたいな味付けはできないんだよね。やっぱり小さい頃からお料理してたか、そうでないかの差かな。
I'm sure you'll get there. There's no need to rush it.
そうだね。
By the way, where is oto-nee? Hasn't she come back yet? oto-nee didn't come back to see us off during lunch, at least. I really wanted to ask her what's going on, but I couldn't really skip classes just to go looking for her. And I didn't really get a chance to talk to her after school either.
一回戻ってきたんだけど、またすぐ出かけちゃった。なんか大切な用があるって言って。
Something important. I wonder what that could have been. oto-nee seemed to be really lost in thought this afternoon. It just felt like she was acting really weird.
ねえ兄さん。
What is it?
テレビつけてもいい？
Sure, I don't mind.
それじゃあ。
Now for a special news report. The famous landmark and tourist attraction of Hatsune Island, the everlasting cherry trees, started losing their petals earlier today.
Say what?
The cause of this has yet to be determined, but the tourist business of Hatsune Island is already feeling the impact of...
桜枯れ始めてるの？まさか。
Yume looked upset and ran over to the window. Outside, cherry blossom petals were fluttering around all over, and newly bare cherry trees swayed in the cold wind. It looked as if the swaying branches were calling out to me, as if they were telling me to hurry over there.
いきなりどうしたのかな。 小さい頃からずっと咲き続けてた桜なのに散っちゃうなんてなんか寂しいよね。
For some reason, Yume's voice kept echoing in my head. It was like I wasn't really there. Ugh. What's going on? I feel like I'm losing all my strength. I feel really dizzy. It's like my very existence is fading.
兄さん
Ugh. I dropped to my knees. I couldn't stand up. It felt as if my body wasn't my own anymore. And then I felt so alone.
兄さんしっかりして兄さん
Yume's voice kept echoing in my head, all distorted. Yume was holding onto my shoulders, shaking me back and forth.
兄さんしっかりして
I felt her voice pass by my earlobes. I could feel Yume's sweat on my shoulder. And as I felt Yume's warmth against my body, I felt that I was somehow able to return to my existence. Yume?
兄さん大丈夫なの？いきなり倒れたから私
Yume looked incredibly anxious. I'm okay. I just got a little dizzy.
本当に
Yeah, I just need to sit down for a bit. I could feel Yume starting to relax as she nodded and hugged me. The 27th. It didn't exactly feel good to wake up. Actually, it felt like hell on earth. My head felt so heavy, like it was made of stone or something. My body felt sluggish and my limbs didn't quite feel like they were there. I'd been feeling like this ever since last night. What's happening to me?
兄さん学校行けそう？具合悪いんだったら無理しない方がいいと思うよ。
Yume, dressed in her school uniform, eyed me worriedly. I'll be fine. I'm just feeling a bit sluggish. It'll probably clear up later. I sat up and cracked my neck around a bit. I mean, I felt really sluggish, but for some reason I also felt like I'd feel better at school than at home alone.
そんなこと言って学校でもっと悪くなったらどうするの？昨日みたいに
I'm okay. Don't worry so much.
も
She let out a sigh.
うそれじゃあ具合悪くなったらすぐ連絡してね。すぐ駆けつけるから。
Will that be alright? Are you on that good terms with your teacher?
いいの。さあ学校に行くんなら早く制服に着替えて。
I grabbed onto Yume's shoulders, and she helped me get out of bed. Those trees sure withered quickly. In just one night, the scenery I'd gotten so used to seeing had changed completely. Looking at how they just turned bare like that, I had a mysterious feeling of loss. My chest hurt, and I put my right hand to it. I guess I'm not feeling well after all.
そうだね。
Last night, the cherry trees on Hatsune Island had started to die. The cause was still unknown, but it seemed like all the trees on the island had been affected. Well, this is what winter would usually be like. It's still January after all. The north wind is at its coldest right now.
こうして桜の花が咲いていないとますます寒く感じるね。
Making sure that no one was around, Yume linked her arm with mine. She sure has been acting sweet when we're alone lately. Well, I'm happy about it anyway. Hey, where's oto-nee? Usually she'd be here with us.
今日はもう学校に行っちゃったみたい。私が起きた時にはもういなかったし。
I see. Maybe there was some student council business. Well, it's not like it's rare for oto-nee to go to school ahead of us. But for some reason, I can't stop thinking about it. The way she's been acting lately. Yume, did you talk to oto-nee when you got home yesterday?
ううん。お姉ちゃんが帰ってきたの私が眠った後だったみたいだし。
Huh? That late?
うん。だから12時過ぎとかじゃない？
I can't believe she was out that late. I really wonder what's going on. And then we arrived at the gates.
あ、ゆめちゃん、おはよう。
I heard some familiar footsteps and an even more familiar voice.
おはようございます。
Ah, Mayuki-senpai. Excuse me, Mayuki-senpai. Good morning. Mayuki-senpai didn't even really nod. She just walked up and stood right in front of me.
桜枯れたね。もう綺麗さっぱりに。
Huh? What now? Why is Mayuki-senpai only looking at Yume?
高坂先輩
Yume noticed that Mayuki-senpai was acting strange and looked over my way.
どうしたのゆめちゃん、なんかある？
Mayuki-senpai dubiously tilted her head and looked straight at where I was standing. However, even though she was looking straight at me, it was as though she couldn't see anything.
あーといけない、私急いでたんだった。それじゃ。
Mayuki-senpai waved at Yume and ran off towards the school. Soon enough, we lost sight of her.
兄さん、何か高坂先輩を怒らせるようなことした？
Don't be silly. Why would I do that? I'm not Suginami. I would never do something that dangerous.
だよね。でもさっきの高坂先輩、まるで兄さんのこと無視してたみたいな。
Yume tilted her head in wonder. Rather than ignoring me, it was like she couldn't even...
あ、揺れ鳴ってる。兄さん、急がないと。
Alright. Yume and I ran straight towards the school. I just couldn't stop thinking about how Mayuki-senpai had looked at me. The ticking sound of the clock resounded throughout the room. Other than that, there wasn't a single sound. It was completely silent, and I was alone. Lying around alone in my bed, I let out numerous sighs. I had a terrible headache that just wouldn't go away. And I felt so tired. I felt like I wasn't actually in charge of my limbs, and somehow it felt like I was, well, disappearing. What's going on with my body? In the end, I went home after third period. I didn't really mind pushing myself to get my studies done, but when Yume showed up during the break, she made me go back home. And ever since I got home, I've just been lying here in my bed. Yume was here until a little while ago, but since it was getting rather late, she went back home. I guess this is the misery of being alone, huh? The headache made me flinch in pain. It didn't feel that bad while Yume was here, though. Maybe it's an emotional problem? Really, I wonder what's happening to me. It doesn't feel like a cold or anything. It's felt like something terrible has happened to my body, ever since last night. I was pretty sure it happened right after that news report about the cherry trees withering. After hearing that report, it just felt like I lost all my strength. Maybe there's some connection? No, that's too stupid. It just doesn't add up. Oh well. I forced my body to stand up and walked over to the window. All I could see were the barren cherry trees. They sure did wither up quickly. Huh? I saw someone standing at the house's gate. Is that... oto-nee? She was just standing there, staring in the direction of my room. Her long hair was fluttering in the wind, and she looked like she was about to cry, all the while just looking up at my room. She spotted me.
ごめんなさい。
Oto-nee seemed to mumble something, and then she turned around and walked off towards Sakura Park. I wonder why she's going there at this hour. I hurriedly ran out of my room and down the stairs. Then I grabbed my coat and went outside. I don't really know why, but I feel like I have to chase after oto-nee. It was just a feeling I had.
こんばんは。
Oto-nee was standing in the giant stack of petals that had fallen from the massive everlasting cherry tree. She pressed her hand to the tree's trunk and had a lonely smile on her face. Oto-nee. Her shape seemed so ephemeral to me that I was afraid she was going to disappear.
ねえ、弟くん。
She puffed out a little white cloud of steam as she looked up at the big tree and spoke to me.
体の調子どう？
She sounded unconcerned. But those words struck me deep in my heart. My body?
昨日の夜から調子悪いでしょ？手足の感覚がなくなったり、急に孤独を感じたりしてない？
She sounded confident. Why do you ask?
わかるよ。だって、その原因を作ったのは私だから。
Oto-nee looked straight at me, standing there in the moonlight. Her eyes looked full of sadness. What do you...
少し 昔話をしよっか。
Oto-nee leaned up against the big tree and took a deep breath. Like a fairy tale?
ねえ弟くん、この初音島の桜の木どうして枯れなかったと思う？不思議だよね。桜の木なのに一年中枯れないなんて。
I have no idea why she's telling me this.
理由は簡単なの。どうしてそんな不思議な現象が起きるのか。その理由はこの木自体が不思議なものだったからなんだよ。人々の願いを叶える魔法の木、それがこの枯れない桜の正体。
Magical trees? They'd grant people's wishes?
そう、人々の思いの力を集めて、そして奇跡を起こす、そんなシステム。一人の魔法使いが夢の世界を作ろうとして植えた魔法の木。誰かを思う力が誰かに必要な奇跡を起こす。それは素敵なことだよね。でもこのシステムには欠陥があった。人の願いを無差別に叶えてしまうという。それがたとえどんなに汚れた願いでも。最近の初音島で起きている事件や事故はそれが原因。まだそれほど大きな被害は出ていないけど、このまま放っておいたらいずれ大変なことになる。だから私が枯らしたの。
Oto-nee had said all that in a single breath.
それが私の役割だから。魔法使いとしての私の役割。私はこの島を守らないといけないから。
I guess that's why Oto-nee has been acting so weird recently.
そしてね、弟くんはね、この木の魔法の力がないと存在できない存在なの。
I don't think I've ever seen Oto-nee look so sad.
人の思いがないと存在できない。それが弟くん。
It felt like Oto-nee's words were so far away. What is she saying? If the trees have no magic, I can't exist? I guess it's something like that. But even if Oto-nee is telling the truth, I'm still here, right? Maybe I've managed to cross over from another plane of existence? This should be quite shocking, but I feel rather calm and composed.
今はまだみんなの思いが残っている。でもね、それは少しずつ薄らいでいく。そして忘れられる。
As Oto-nee spoke, I felt like my heart was going to stop. I remembered how Mayuki-senpai had looked at me yesterday. It was as if she couldn't see me, as if she didn't even know I existed.
一人一人確実にみんな弟くんの存在を忘れていく。記憶から抜け落ちて見えなくなって。ねえ弟くん、世界中の誰からもその存在を認識されなくなってしまった人は、果たしてその人はこの世界からどうなっちゃうのかな。
I guess they would disappear. I'm going to disappear? That's... All I could think of at that moment was a single
だ
girl.
から言ったよね。ゆめちゃんと付き合うのはやめてって。後悔することになるって。
So that's how it was. This is pretty hard on me. If Oto-nee is telling me the truth, then this is really severe. Because it'll be pretty much the same as dying, won't it?
ごめんね。
I could tell that Oto-nee was about to start crying.
弟くんのこと守ってあげられなくて。
Her shoulders shook heavily as she bit her lip. Oto-nee was holding back her tears, and I looked up at the gigantic cherry tree. I never thought it'd change, but now it looks like nothing how it used to. There's nothing that doesn't change. Fairy tales always come to an end. However, I'll do my best. I looked straight into oto-nee's eyes. I promised Yume. I promised her that I'd stay by her side forever. So I won't give up. Even if oto-nee's words are the truth, and it means that I'll disappear someday, I still won't give up. Also, I'm sorry for any sad memories I might have caused you, oto-nee. Oto-nee must be in pain as well. I mean, we grew up together. We were family. No, closer than family. And even so, oto-nee had to kill the cherry tree with her own hands, of her own free will. Oto-nee's tears had started flowing, and now they just wouldn't stop. The night was completely silent. "28th.
兄さん、朝だよ。目覚まして。
And now to break up the tragedy, they throw in an H scene, so I kind of have to cut this out too. So hang on, let me skip past the morning happy wake-up call. Kill a friend to save an island, yeah. Won't change anything though. She forgets you anyway. Yeah, well, you'll see what happens. I don't really know. I mean, conceptually, you'd think, yeah, she would forget you, and you know, I guess you just you spare her the pain of that moment. I don't know. And by the way, for anyone watching this on YouTube, Dante in the chat said, "How would breaking up change anything, though? She'd forget you anyway." Which, hey, has a point. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I mean, maybe they cover that, because I know that they do get more into the sort of what the tree is and how it works and stuff in Otome's route. But you don't really hear that much about it in Yume's route. And I don't think they ever cover all the important details. I feel like there's still some plot holes in it. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. The classroom, sunset. I was sitting alone by my desk, just staring out the window. 7 times. That was how many times people had completely forgotten about me in the middle of a conversation today. I guess oto-nee's words were really true.
一人一人確実に。みんな弟くんの存在を忘れていく。記憶から抜け落ちて。見えなくなって。ねえ弟くん。世界中の誰からもその存在を認識されなくなってしまった人は、その人はこの世界からどうなっちゃうのかな。
Damn it. I said I'd do my best, but what should I do? Maybe I should talk to everyone to make them notice that I exist? And then somehow imprint that on reality.
あら?
Suddenly, the door to the classroom opened, and our class rep showed up. Hey, class rep. I guess I stayed behind a little too long after closing time. I wonder if she's going to chew me out about it.
まったく。最後に帰る人はちゃんと窓の鍵を閉めるよう言ってるのに。
She mumbled that to herself, as if she didn't notice that I was still in here.
きっと杉並がいたばしね。明日のホームルームできつく言っておかなきゃ。
Acting like she didn't even see me standing there, she closed the door and left the classroom. I guess that to her, I don't even exist anymore. Oh man. No point in standing here and being depressed. I promised Yume, after all. I slapped my face once more, and I went out the same way as our class rep did. Next day again. Our day off. Yume and I went out to town, went down to the shopping district together. I was still feeling tired, and my headache was ever present, but it didn't feel so bad while Yume was with me. I wish there were some good places to hang out around here.
あるじゃない。カラオケボックスに、喫茶店に、映画館に。
Well, I meant like a zoo or an aquarium. I'd like to hang out somewhere nice and quiet. I just wanted to see more places together with her. show her more things. But I was too shy to say it straight to her. I guess there really aren't any recreational spots on the island other than Sakura Land. My budget is a bit tight, but I'd really like to take her there. It's good to make lots of happy memories after all. Hey Yume, want to go to Sakura Land for a bit?
いや、そこまでしなくてもいいよ。兄さん今月厳しいんでしょ？
Yume smiled mischievously at me. She knows me all too well. Well, it may be a bit tight, but there's enough in there to afford a date.
そっか。でも、私は場所はどこでもいいよ。こうやっていつも通り過ごせれば、それでいいから。大切なのは、どこに行くかじゃなくて、そばに兄さんがいてくれること。
Yume said that and smiled refreshingly. For some reason, my heart ached when I saw that smile.
どうかした？
Nah, it's nothing. Why am I being so timid? Being together forever with Yume. Isn't that just natural?
変な兄さん。
Yume tilted her head a bit, and then she grabbed my hand.
さてと、今日はどこに行こうかな？
I walked on, hand in hand with Yume. It sure is.
綺麗だね。
I'm about to voice Yume. Oops. I'd make a lovely Yume. Escaping the bustling shopping district, I brought Yume over to the cliff. When the place where you can see the sky and the sea meet. The atmosphere around here is quite fantastic at sunset. It's like the entire world is dyed red. Well, it's pretty, but
だけど、
why are you standing so far away from me? Come over here, why don't you? After we got up on the cliff, Yume walked away from me for a bit and was looking at the scenery.
いや、それはちょっと。
She was waving her hands back and forth. You're weird. Oh, wait.
何？
Aren't you afraid of heights?
そんなことないよ。子供じゃないんだから。
Hey, that doesn't make you a kid, man. I'm afraid of heights. It's just a phobia. Not that, well, there you go. Not that phobias have anything to do with how old you are. Oh, well. Oh, hey, wait. Is that why? Is it because you're afraid of heights that you didn't want to go to Sakura Land? In case we get on the loop-the-loop coaster or Ferris wheel?
いや、だから私は別に高いところが苦手ってわけじゃ。
Okay. Maybe we should go to Sakura Land next week then. And ride the Ferris wheel. What's wrong?
別に望むところです。
She clenched her fist in front of her chest to show her enthusiasm. I couldn't help but smile as she did that. Alright, it's a date. I don't know if we'll really ride this we'll really ride the Ferris wheel. But I'd like to go have fun at Sakura Land with Yume. I'm going to do my very best to keep experiencing fun times like this with her. Just the two of us together. And then, I saw that dream again. A world dyed red. It was such a bright crimson that my eyes hurt. A cold, piercing wind. I could sense a familiar presence, and an intimacy that was very real. Is this Yume's dream? I'm sharing her feelings. They're flowing into me. My chest ached as though it had been twisted. I could feel the wind on my face, hear the sounds of the city far away, and the footsteps of the people who passed in front of me. It was a very realistic feeling of sadness.
何してるんだろう。
She sounded like she was going to cry.
こんなところで待ってたってしょうがないのに。
Tears started forming in her eyes as she looked at the school building.
もうここで待ってても会えるはずなんてないのに、もう兄さんはいないのに、分かってたことなのに。こうなること、必ず別れが来るってこと、一人ぼっちになるって分かってた。なのに。
As she was about to start crying, she bit down on her lip. I could feel her pain as she tried to hold back her tears, and her nose started running. She couldn't hold back her tears. She listened in hope as stragglers walked by, hoping that somewhere amongst them, her Nissan would be smiling at her, that he'd come running up to her, saying he was sorry to keep her waiting, and that she'd scold him a little. Nissan would feel troubled, and then she would feel slightly happy as he apologized to her. She was hoping for that to happen, but she had been betrayed, and she was here all alone. But even so, she held on. She kept waiting like this.
寂しいよ兄さん
Her shoulders wouldn't stop trembling. Her words rang genuinely.
一人は嫌だよ
I was so close to her, but I was powerless to do anything. Alright guys, and I'm going to cut the stream again for YouTube purposes, but I will be right back. I am going to grab a drink real quick because my throat is getting really dry. But we're really close to the end of the game, so I'm just going to power through it, the rest of it, and I think one more segment will do it. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube later, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.